Do you ever feel like you're stuck in a position for too long? I mean, there's something important that I think not everybody is aware of. And I know I just start every video like this, but it's true. Every concept that I have, that I talk about here, is just something that I don't think everybody uh, is aware of. And this one has to do with the fact that we probably stay too much in some position, in some transitional areas in our life. I'll explain. So this morning I was having a shower and I was listening to Atomic Habits by James Clear. So I read the book a couple of times entirely, and now I'm listening to the audiobook to, keeping the concept fresh in my mind. And I came across the idea of identity-based routines and just habits, and the fact that you have to shift mentality and identity in order to build new habits, in order to embody, right, new habits. And then I thought, interesting, right, I remember this, but I linked it with the fact that sometimes I think some people get stuck in the transition, from one identity to another, and the transition in the middle may become their identity. So, for example, in the self-help world and in the self-help market, there is, I think it's 90% of people. Yeah, I think it's 90% of people, and you may be one, and I am one too. This is interesting. So this 90% of people in the self-help world and in the market of people who want to make money, right? This 90% I think, is stuck in that position. It's stuck in a position where they're not someone who doesn't do anything in order to make more money, but they're not, their ideal self. They're not someone who they're proud of. They're proud of, in that sense, and they're doing everything they can, really, maybe, hopefully, to shift from one position to another. But maybe some of them are stuck in the transition. So, coming back to the fact that it's something based out of identity. For example, you may be someone that is a smoker and someone who doesn't smoke, right? Who is a non-smoker. But if you get asked, if you get offered a cigarette, you should not, respond with, "No, I'm trying to stop." Because if you respond like that, "I'm trying to stop," it means, I know it might just be one way to say it, but actually it means that you are a person that is trying not to smoke anymore, instead of being the person who doesn't smoke. Apply this with just, the financial world and just people who want to make more money. A lot of people just make money off of that. And I know it's a whole market, but just realize that you may be stuck in that position. I mean, you may be someone who's trying to get to that point, someone who's trying to get to 5K per month, someone who's trying to build a business. Because maybe, I'm just suggesting that, maybe you make the decision to try and do the thing. You made the decision to try and change something and see what happens. Maybe you didn't make the decision of being totally another person and just putting the reps in and waiting for, the effects of that to show up. Maybe you didn't make the decision to work out every day. Maybe you just made the decision to increase working out in a month, and see what happens. But it doesn't work like that. Because you may be stuck in that position where you're just trying. And your identity is just someone who's trying. But that's not how it works if we want to just reach a goal, right? I think that we should just make a decision and become another person. Put in the reps in. Do the things that person who we want to be will do, and just wait for the results to come. Does it make sense? Because in that position, the mind is already the person who we want to be, and the body will follow, and the reality around us will be shaped by the actions that our body takes, influenced by our mind. Does it make sense? But if just our mind is controlled by someone, an identity of someone that is just trying, that may not be enough. That may not be enough. And some people, sadly, they spend their whole life in that position. So I hope that this video wakes them up, because one of them, I was one of them. Yeah. And I had to make decisions. Just, I just had to say, I'm not that person anymore. I'm not that person. I'm not the person that tries to do something. I'm not the person who tries, to work and find solutions to earn more, work and find solutions to work on their mind, their body, on their, happiness and serendipity. That's not the way it works, because I can't pay rent I can't pay rent if I just try to work. That's not how it works. So make the decision to become another person. You don't have to wait for permission. You don't have to say, you don't have to say, okay, I'll try tomorrow. No, you can be a totally different person if you decide to. That's the starting point. Should be that should be the starting point. And then your actions come from that. That's really how it works. And if you get into this mentality, you just become a killer. You kill everything in your way, and it's just matter of maybe months, all right? But it's just a matter of time for you to, achieve these goals, because you already are the person you want to be. But it needs work. It just needs work. And you have to allow the new person you've become to put in the reps and actually become, in the reality around you, the person that you are. Yeah. I recorded like one version of this video while I was in my car, and I was just running late, and I couldn't complete it. So yeah, this was a realization that I had in the first place, and that's my expression on it for you guys. So as always, if this video helped you, just make it your cue to work on it, and just work on it. I'll see you in the next one.